I spent 3 years of high school being invisible because I preferred baggy hoodies over makeup. But it took one silver dress for me to realize how shallow everyone around me actually was. I've always been the quiet girl. I'm low maintenance, a bit lazy when it comes to trends, and I lived in oversized clothes. Because of that, I was just background noise. No one asked me to prom. I didn't have a date, but since it was my first and last one, I decided to actually try. I wore a tight, shimmering silver dress that hugged every curve. I did my hair and put on just enough makeup to highlight my face. When I stepped into the prom hall, the silence was deafening. It was like a movie scene I didn't want to be in. People were looking at me with their mouths open. Jason, an underclassman I'd barely spoken to, looked at me wide-eyed and muttered, "You're beautiful." Even the popular girls came up to me commenting on how nice my body was as if they were seeing me for the first time. They expected me to be flattered. They expected me to feel like a princess. But all I felt was a deep sense of discomfort. I was standing there, the exact same person I had been for 3 years, with the same thoughts, the same humor, and the same heart. But the way they treated me had shifted completely. Suddenly, I was worth talking to. Suddenly, my opinions mattered. I realized that these people didn't actually like me. They just liked the way I looked in a tight dress. It was the most lonely I had ever felt in a crowded room. I realized that to them, I was only valuable when I was performing for their eyes. They ignored the girl in the baggy clothes for years, but worshipped the girl in the silver dress, even though we were the same person. I didn't leave prom feeling beautiful. I left feeling disappointed. Because if your respect for someone is based on how much of their body they show or how much makeup they wear, your respect isn't worth having. I'm going back to my hoodies. At least then, I know who's actually looking at me.